everybody? What's the status? This is a special. What we're doing here, we're trying to do a little bit of a Skype conference calls. I got a good buddy of mine, special guest star tonight, right down here. We got him. His name is BMO. Go ahead
So
and
they
say
told me.
what's up. I'm sure.
Hello, folks. It's good to be part of the status. Officially a part of it, even if I am technically the guinea pig at the moment.
True
This will be
story.
fun nonetheless.
Yeah, it might get used, and it might not get. But then again, you know how I am. I'm not about wasting. So I probably will use it, even if I have to put some audio over it. And I think I would be in business. So so man,
Hmm.
how long we known each other?
Hey, time immemorial, dude.
This fucking years,
Time
decades,
immemorial, man. How did it all
decades.
start? Decades. It has been decades. It has been well over 2 decades.
Yeah,
Into the threes, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about how much time passes, and it's
time is
it's crazy.
relative,
Just to say it. Well, of course, it's all relative. But I mean, the concept of time itself is just it's amazing
dude.
because it was like no man's land, dude.
It's literally right in the backyard.
That's crazy.
Like,
I'll have to check it out next time I come.
yeah, people were out there. Like, we were out there, and I saw this guy coming by zoning, and I was walking the dog. I was like, man, who the hell are you? He's got a machete and shit. I was like, yeah. What's going down? He's like, I work for the zoning thing. We're working here for Woodland Pond, this and that. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, you're suspect. Why are you in my backyard?
Super suspect.
You got a
He's like, yo,
machete.
I saw this nice property. There's a lot of space back here, and that
Yeah,
nice house. Scoping it
yeah,
out.
yeah. So
Couldn't
I
do
asked for
that
the
whatsoever.
card. Where did you park? I asked all that stuff. But I mean, that's sketch. Like, literally
Oh yeah, I mean that's an understatement. The fact that he's on your property. How far does the property back there extend?
750 to 765 feet from the edge of the actual road. So it goes back from
Okay.
the actual road before you get there, and then it's like 20 some acres.
Still, I mean that's invasive nonetheless
Super status.
because you're not a part of any subdivision. For the subdivision to further come out,
I
that's
know.
that's invasive to say the least. It's frozen again. All I can see is myself. The screen's stuck.
Yeah, the screen's stuck.
Yeah.
It's probably the connection.
Takes about 2 minutes to readjust itself.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is the
But I mean,
test.
it's worth a try. We know that it works.
Yeah. And
We
now
figured it out.
I can get
Amplify.
everybody, people here, people there, and then we can all make the boxes small, and we can have like the fucking it's the Brady Bunch. Do-do-do-do-do.
Where's the story of a BNS friendship?
Of a BNS friendship. It went on for many, many
Many
years.
years. Several more were added as the time went by.
Something,
Whatever.
something. Yeah,
Something that rhymes with years.
yeah.
Tears for fears.
But dude,
Shout.
I like your Paul Bunyan. Your look
Paul
that you're gonna
Bunyan-ness. Yeah.
fucking. You trying to be like Rick Grimes. You can't.
Simply just because I was just like, you know what? Today's a flannel day.
Today's a
Today's a
flannel.
flannel day. I haven't shaved in I don't know how long. I trim, but it
Yeah,
goes well.
I
It
haven't
goes well.
I haven't shaved in a couple days, and the shit just gets fucking wild.
I'm like a hermit over there, dude.
It, it's like it's like and the hair just fucking pops out. It's like a chia pet.
So he's like the what is this, the Santa Claus? Is the
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
precisely like the Santa Claus.
Tim Allen Santa Claus? Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
precisely
the
like
Bruce
the Santa
Almighty,
Claus.
just like it. Boom, gone.
I got this banging ass water cooler here. It's pretty sweet.
Your setup, regardless, is sweet. I mean, you brought it all together
On a
so
whim.
quickly too, man. You
Yeah.
gotta. Props to you, man. Props to you.
Well, I had to do something. You know, I figured I have these. You can do it. So why not just do it? The man said, he said, if you have a passion or you want to do something, just go do it before it burns out.
Right.
And here, with all this stuff, I could still utilize almost everything here, even if I don't decide to pursue this any further. I can still use the computer, I can still use the camera, but the microphones maybe not so much.
Still, you have the capability and the capacity to do it. Why not do it? And that's the point. I think for a lot of things, it can be generalized to life itself. You know, if you got the capability, do it. What's the worst? If you got to find out if it's going to work or not. Which, I mean, in this case, of course, it's going to work. But how successful will you be at it is beyond the statement of, can I pull it off? Do I like it? Do I want to do it? You do it. There you go.
Yeah,
Comes to fruition.
Do it.
Why not?
It's like
It's just like learning itself. Knowledge in and of itself, for knowledge's sake. Why not? Learn something to learn. There's nothing wrong with it. The more you know.
The more you know. Is take a look. It's in the book.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
See that video with DMX?
No.
Reading Rainbow in the background.
Hold on.
A few expletives here and there, but it's hilarious. Let's get it on. Read a book. Expletive. Read a book. A certain expletive that I could not get away with saying on the public domain. There you go. First thing that comes up. You know, apart from the DMX. Read.
See what I can do now is I can pull it up over here. And when I click on it, I can just go to reference. Can you see it? Oh. Damn. Same old shit. That's what he said. What y'all really want? He said, what you, and then he just lights it up. It's like Hershey. It's the Reese's Pieces status. I know what you're talking about. So, turn back to the cam. So this is what I need the camera person to do. This is what the person behind the scenes. I'm using my camera that's faced over where we usually have the scene, and now this is the back area towards the cut. Like Wayne, so it's like
we'll load it up, dude.
Yeah, it's
do the funny game sessions. We'll do the streaming sessions for specific games, like when RDR Online comes out.
Dude, yeah.
Get everybody hooked up with that. Get a multi-segmented thing.
Are you getting
me,
that?
you, Manga, whoever else gets on? You know.
Are you getting the Red Dead?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking about it, man. We do that Red Dead, and then I was looking at some of the Fallout. I don't know, man. It looks suspect.
It does. I mean, the concept is good. You know, execution, delivery is another thing entirely. You get all that. It's, I don't know, dude. It's like expectations high, reality low. You know, above the expectations of what it could be met.
True story.
You know, because it looks like I've seen some of the footage, and it looks fun. It looks fun.
Yeah.
And I think, if anything, it's more of like a trial and error aspect. I think when you're gonna do something like that and you haven't done it before, they've done it with the Elder Scrolls, but Fallout and the way they're doing it to play just like a single player experience from 3, 4, New Vegas, what have you. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be.
think Red Dead's the better choice, to be honest.
Well, dude, we were playing it. Have you seen the recent episode that I put out at the end of my recent
No,
episode? I put it in
I don't want to
excerpt.
see too much because I don't want to spoil it.
It's not a
Because
spoiler.
I okay,
And the first episode that I put out with the game was just the first like 10 minutes.
the introduction and
Yeah, it was
simple
literally the
gameplay
first
story.
half of the gameplay. Not even getting out of the mountains. The mountains are like your North Yankton of GTA.
North Yankton.
You remember in the beginning, the prologue mission?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's kind of like how it is.
Back in the day when they're in the heists.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
but it's not like a time jump or anything.
Right.
It just starts off in the snow and it's not that long. But you can always go back.
Seasons change.
No, it's like Wildlands,
Oh, I got you.
like how Wildlands.
How the
has-
environments go. Yeah.
Yeah, how the different area, the biomes. That's what they call
The
it.
biomes. That's right. Yeah, like Wildlands, Skyrim, for instance. It's like you shift into a biome and the change would be immediate. Like 7 days. Remember 7 days?
Yeah,
Biome change.
dude, it
Yeah, I'm
is.
saying
It's
that-
just like that. You need
Yeah.
clothes. It's just like 7 days. It's just like
Oh, yeah,
7 days.
The detail of the
Fallout.
game is ridiculous from what I see. Ridiculous in the sense that it's kind of overwhelming.
It is.
Detail.
I haven't yet to do like. To be honest, all I've really been doing is just been going out there,
Yeah.
just bow hunting them, and then I came across an escaped prisoner.
Oh.
Dude, man, was on the chain gang, and then I lassoed him up. He's actually in that video at the end where I have him still on the horse when we went out drinking. Dude was on the back of the horse for like maybe 2 days.
That's crazy.
No food, no water.
But you can do that.
Dude, so he got away, asked me to break the shackles on his feet. And I was like, all right. I pulled out the lasso, fucking hog tied him, threw him on the back. I said, I'll figure out what to do with you here. And then so.
Put them on the train tracks,
No,
didn't
I
you?
wanted to, but I kept on going. And I said, all right, fuck it. I'll take him to the sheriff's. I took him to the sheriff's. And sure enough, you walk in, you can put him down in the cell. And that's that. Oh, shit. People are.
So it's kind of like vigilantism kind of missions, but in the sense that it's not your justice; it's just you helping out the law, getting a little paid.
Yeah.
Do they pay you though? Do they pay
Yeah.
you?
They
That's
do. Look. These people.
But yeah, I've been excited. Like many people, I've been excited for Red Dead ever since the first one came out. The first game, dude, one of the most I wouldn't say immersive stories, but one of the best stories I've ever played in a video game.
Yeah.
And saw an article that RDR2, yeah, it didn't meet the monetary expectations that it did. GTA 5 exceeded that, but
Yeah.
as entertainment goes, one of the best pieces of entertainment, I think, and this goes specifically with entertainment, the general term, not just video games, to be released. And the expectations of it were so high, and that those expectations were met. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm excited to get into it when I got the time.
Yeah. When you got the time.
And then the online
What happened? You still there?
aspect.
You still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What happened?
Okay, going in and out. It says poor network connection on my end, so I think it's just I see the webcam flashing, flickering.
Damn, it might be me too. Who knows? That might be on the Super BNS. It's still going in and out. It might be on your end.
Right now it's stable. No, my internet's usually pretty good. It'll either work fantastic
or just
or it
not
won't
work.
work at all.
Yeah,
It'll
that's
just
like how
be
mine is.
which I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure most everybody's internet is like that, or they have issues like that.
Did you know that most
But I mean,
internet comes from across the world? It comes from Eastern Europe, places like that, and it runs underneath the ocean through lines. And most ports are Miami, Norfolk, and New York.
the more you know.
I mean, that could explain why the shit
What
sucks
about these
sometimes.
companies? What do they do with a lot of these companies that are outsourced to other countries? It's cheaper.
Yeah, but not so much
That is
anymore.
also the thing about it. It's still all run everything, even how technologically advanced we are nowadays. It's crazy how much we've covered in a decade. Just 10 years. Remember 2008? Look at cell phones now. Look at internet now. Look at games. Look at everything. But how it's all still run off of fossil fuels. It's amazing.
Yeah, they don't want you to have anything else. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why give you fucking clean energy? Why?
Well, to have a substantial substitute, it has to be just as good, if not better, than the primary option itself. But I mean, to think about the research and development that goes into bettering a source that's beyond finite and limited, which isn't to say that you can find something that's truly unlimited, to have unlimited power. Even the sun doesn't have unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
Limited cosmic power.
Unlimited cosmic.
Cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. The Aladdin. See Disney making all these remakes. What do they call those remakes?
Dude,
The real time.
they bought all these fucking rights to these movies. Spent
Well, I mean,
billions and billions of
their
dollars.
their own movies, their own classics, their own animated classics. They're making into
Live action.
live action. Thank you very much. Jungle Book was decent. Aladdin, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I liked Aladdin.
Oh no, Aladdin was one of my
Yeah.
favorites as far as like the cartoons. Jump in the bed line.
Yeah. Dun dun
Not
dun dun dun. Dun.
It's even on my music playlist.
That's funny.
Right?
The only
That's what
thing that's
I'm-
on my Pandora that I listened was the Little Mermaid, that Under the Sea. That shit
Under-
was Under the Sea.
Go on, get under the sea.
Get under that
Find
sea.
what you want,
I don't think he was that Rasta.
and I got what you need.
I think he was a little bit more watered down, pun intended.
No. Magical puns. You got a thing over bombs?
I don't know. You think they would make a live action?
Little Mermaid.
But didn't they make one like that already? I'm trying to think of the Water World. Or
Stop
some shit.
Disney.
Not Water World.
Disney.
It was,
Like you said, starting off, just we were talking about the live action remakes and everything and their classics, branching out, buying off everything. Isn't that crazy? Just buy the rights because they can.
yeah,
because
they don't
we're
want
rich.
it out there.
Because we're richer than you.
Yeah.
We want to be able to control everything.
Well, look.
We want to have rights, they control it.
If they want some rights, I got a few scripts. You can holler at me.
There you go.
I'll sell it to you. They're not
As
doing
of right
anything,
now,
they're just sitting
let's
down.
make it.
Let's make a movie. Why not?
Be down for that, dude.
Making movies right now. It's not really a movie. It's more of a show.
You know.
But
Still entertaining nonetheless.
yeah.
You can do this if you can have the charisma to speak and all this other stuff. You can act. Usually,
True
I mean,
story. Just not be
look,
so psychotic.
exactly. But that's the fun part.
He said that's the
That's part of
secret.
it all.
I'm always fucking crazy. He whips out a knife. and starts
I'm not acting. This is my daily life. This is home life.
Yeah.
You know. And you bring that onto the play, and you get paid for it.
Yeah.
That's why Marlon Brando is like acting is one of the easiest jobs in the world. Maybe not. I mean, for him it was easy because it just came natural.
Dude, he was
But it is-
badass.
Yeah, he was. That's why he's one of the pinnacles as far as actors and
He was the voice of
equating what it means to be a good actor. You look at Marlon Brando,
voice
not
of
just because of
Superman's
his
father.
not because of his acting chops in The Godfather as Vito Corleone, which was, I mean, everybody probably knows him best for, especially nowadays. But I mean, start now, dude.
I
He
know
was the
him the
man.
best. The best that I know him for is the voice of Jor-El. Well, actually, he was Jor-El, and then later on, they made him the voice of Jor-El in the Superman movies.
Superman. Yeah, yeah.
My
Okay.
son Clark. No, it's Kal-El. That shit was funny.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, look at all these actors out nowadays. I mean,
Russell Crowe replaced him. He's the father of Clark Kent.
he was, yeah,
Yeah,
Jor-El.
I like that beginning in The
Man,
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. I like how they did it. They did it
Yeah,
well.
Man of
I
Steel was
mean,
swole.
the other movies in the DCU, whatever. I mean,
Eh,
probably not as good.
garbage.
Wonder Woman was great. I loved Wonder Woman, as did most everybody. Batman versus Superman gets a lot of hate. I thought it was good. Justice League, no, I'm sorry. That was just awful,
It was,
dude.
it was, but I like to watch it. And if you watch the
It's
director's
still
cut,
fun.
if you watch
Yeah.
the director's, there are some other cuts out there where it was literally like a fucking different movie.
Right.
It was like he was shown. Stephen Wolf was talking to Darkseid, and Darkseid was like, "All right, you must get the corpse of the fallen Kryptonian."
Mm.
And once you take control of that with the mother box, then it would open up the realm and shit for me and this and that. So that's why the Justice League were rushing to try to get to try to resurrect Superman. All of a sudden they're like, well, we need to bring him back. How the fuck do they know they can bring him back? Like, there's a
Yeah,
whole
that is true.
section missing, and then the Green Lantern shows up, and that was taken out of the movie. The Green Lantern was there. And like because remember, Stephen Wolf said, "You have no lantern, you have no Kryptonian, you are doomed." And he said that, and that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Like they just cut to it. They're there with the mother box, and then they're trying to resurrect Superman. And then he comes back and he tries to fight them all. Like he was wearing the black suit. He had all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
Long hair. He had the super long hair.
They just wanted to cut it, get it out there, and they're like, all right, we can release the other stuff later.
It's just like what they did with
Let's just.
Suicide Squad. Six
Yep.
different types of the movie. There were seven. I think there were 6 or 7 different cuts of the Suicide Squad movie before they realized what movie they were going to go with. That's why the plot lines were just like bloop, 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 bloop,
Right.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
Right. Everything was so speeded up.
Yeah,
Sped up.
speed it up.
Speeded.
Speed.
Everything was speeded, son.
Everything was speeded. They want
Don't
to
get your
speed.
Heyucks and your
please.
methamphetamines.
Yeah, we're acting a little bit dumb here. We're just doing this. This is just a chat. I don't know if this would be the episode. This is a special episode. Yeah, yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
Look what I found.
We made it this far, man.
Look what I found. It's a little sticky. It's a magnet. That shit's
Sticky
funny.
status.
Yeah,
That sounds bad.
sticky buddy. Sticky buddy.
Oh, I didn't see you there. You know what I'm talking about. It's the Djibouti dubs.
Yeah,
That's like the one that sticks out is that specific one, the sticky buddy.
yeah. That shit's funny.
Precious food. Do all kinds of shit with it. Oh man. There you go. Yeah, why not? We're just chilling, talking.
Yeah.
Unscripted. The unscripted special.
Super unscripted.
Everything else is unscripted too.
This
You
is
didn't hear
super. Yeah, this is super unscripted. This is just a test run. What was it?
that. Sticky buddy. frozen up again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. You're coming through clear.
Cool. Yep.
As long as your stuff doesn't freeze up through, we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be okay. Djibouti dubs.
Djibouti dubs. Yep, sticky buddy. Djibouti dubs. I would say it all, but there's certain individuals who might watch this video. We'll save that. We'll say the unscripted the unedited, the unadulterated action for specific time. For specific times. I can't speak.
Hey, I don't know.
I wasn't ready. Put me on the spot, man.
And you put it on the spot? Why you get down like that? I'll put this and just minimize it. That's funny. Sticky party. So, man,
Yeah.
what's the status planned up for the holiday season? It's gonna be crazy, isn't it? At work and shit.
I don't know, dude. Holidays. Not as crazy as it used to be. Especially working retail. It's not like it's much that I have control over. Or much that I do that would make it more crazy. If anything, it's the amount of schoolwork that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Especially with bachelor's. And it's good. I mean, the more crunched it is, the sooner I'll be done. Finally got my associates, dude. Finally. Took me a long time.
Congratulations, man.
10-day, thank you. And then I decided when I got sick, I was just like, yeah, life kind of catches up to you. You don't plan for anything. Time gets away from you. You can't just assume that everything will be accomplished because time moves forward. You got to do it.
Absolutely.
You got to put your time in it. Look at you. Look what you've done within a matter of a month with this.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. I knew I had to take care of myself. I knew that I had to set something up for my life. And moving back to the Richmond area is definitely, that's the big plan.
Yeah,
You know?
man. You come down, we'll definitely be doing some episodes. Hopefully this thing could take off.
Oh, yeah, dude. I hope so.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
I
love doing this. This is
People.
awesome.
Yeah, totally.
I'm usually never...
It's natural, too.
excited.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, it feels good. People tell me, Brad, you should be on radio. I'm like, what? Never thought that as a kid. I was a shy kid. I was very sheltered, except for my friends and my family. My friends and my family, they know how I am. I was just like, you know what? There goes the bubble. I popped out. Sink or swim? I don't want to die. I don't like drowning. Who does like drowning? Regardless. One of my biggest fears? Probably not. Next to buried alive. Anyways, I had to survive. Gotta break out. Get outside your box.
Like Prison Break?
Learn how to live. And here I am.
That's good.
Still living. Somewhat. On the edge. Whatever. Regardless. Yeah. People are like, Brad, be on radio. Why? Because you should. It's your calling, it's your destiny. Then my boy Mike here develops the status.
True story.
I'm like, hey.
And you know me. You and me the same. I don't like to be on camera. Like, I'm always like, sketch it out.
Like, don't bring me into this.
Yeah.
You know, you want to talk? Come see me.
The most recent...
Don't.
Absolutely. Don't text. Don't fucking... If you need to call me, show me what's up, and do this thing. Like, we've been doing this message thing. Like, you see how I'm just sending pictures? I don't even know what the hell. I just kind of out of the loop. Just now knowing what the gifts are. And,
Oh, yeah.
And
I mean, I get on social media. I observe. When people say, oh, that's just like a cop-out. Why would you keep... What's the reason for being on social media if you're not going to interact? I used to interact, but I mean, nobody cares what I have to say. Unless they truly do, it's just going to be like one-on-one. I mean, even if they do, I don't care what I have to say to you.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't
have to broadcast to myself. This is different. This is a different scenario, a different setting. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can
Okay,
you...
came up poor network connection again.
Hey, anytime that happens, I'll let you know. If you cut out, I'll let you know. But so far, it hasn't been messing up, so I don't think we should worry.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean that's how you like stay in the loop. Just go what's going on in social media, and you stay updated. and I like to keep in touch, see what people are doing in their lives. Certain people I talk to consistently, and it's convenient. But no, but once you start doing all this, you kind of do stay in the loop. You do stay updated,
Yeah.
which gives you content to relay to others
Dude,
in a
more
different way.
content
Not
every
to say
day.
that they can't, not to say they can't just pick up their phone and look up the news source. You can establish a channel and then do it in a way that your audience loves. Connect with people.
That's
Networking.
absolutely. I just want to do it because it's passionate. I like to learn stuff. Like
Mm,
I'm not someone that knows everything in the world, but like I like to learn about it. If it comes up and I'm just like dumbfounded and I'm just sitting there in the corner like, "Oh, well, what the fuck does this mean?" I'm not I don't like being that. I want to understand what the hell it is. I don't want to become proficient. I don't want to be like professor PhD and shit in it, but I just want to
right.
know
Right.
more than what I knew, you know, and at least
Knowledge
have
for
an
knowledge's
understanding.
sake, as I've said
Exactly,
before. Absolutely.
and
It's important. I mean, a lot of people are comfortable, like the old saying, ignorance is bliss, which it truly is. There's a lot of things you discover, you're just like, wow, so this is how it is, huh? This is how it goes down. This is the status. But there's other things just like, no, I'm not comfortable with just assumptions or with just conventional wisdom simply because that's what I'm told. I want to look into it from a lens outside of it. This may sound all generic and cliche, but at the same time, it relays a very important message that I want to figure out things for myself. Not that there's anything new under the sun to find out, but to say that you did your
I can't hear you.
own, not for bragging rights. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you broke out for a real quick second.
All right. The video just readjusted itself. It was frozen for the longest time.
Okay, and just doing something. It seems like the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Because I would sit there and I was like, man. See, I do.
It's
I
easy
do.
to be hesitant.
Yeah,
It's
true
it's
story.
easy to it's easy to just think, well, is it really beneficial? What is it worth for me to get up and do it? But sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to show up. You got to dive in. I mean, within reason. Not to say that you'd be completely. There's a difference between being spontaneous and completely impulsive, or, as I like to say, there's a difference between being bold and being brash. Boldness is courageous. Boldness is willingness. Brash is just foolish. So I
Yeah.
mean, there's nothing better than just having that feeling of accomplishment. You can look back and say, oh, yeah, I did it. I did it because I could. Not to repeat myself, but yeah, absolutely, dude. Not to repeat myself, but yeah, absolutely, dude. Not to repeat myself, but yeah.
As I knew at the first time, I was like, maybe the feed's busting up, but it can't be coincidence. It can't be coincidence right at that part. That's too much coincidence.
Hey, hey,
Hey, Jeff.
hey, Joe.
Hey, I know this.
God, it was 10 years ago.
Hey,
Hey, the funds.
the Fonz in the morning. By
Huh.
that time, the fuck am I really trying to do? You know. That's why I think,
Well, right.
yeah, most of the time,
We'll choose special occasions to wake up for an early morning broadcast.
yeah. Well, I could do the early mornings, but like my other person here, he works two full time jobs, got two full time jobs, and he goes to school. So like when he's here, it's like we got to do stuff, get it done. That's what I do with the podcast. It's he helps me out. He's the person back here controlling this shit, and like I can do it, but I can't do that and do the content at the same time. I mean, you probably could, but it would lack. And for me, it would
Yeah.
feel like work. And I don't want it to feel like work.
We gotta, yeah, delegation is important, you know?
Yeah. It's like something I was watching with Angry Joe. You know the Angry Joe show?
I've heard of it, but I've never
Well, he does.
gone out of my way to really
Dude,
watch any of it.
he does game reviews. He's a real good, real cool guy. Um, he's brutally honest, and he did flashy, he did special effects, all that shit. But he said, man, it would take weeks on weeks of his life, and he was doing it, and he was like, look, he wants to do other things,
Right.
and he got drained out of it, and that's what I don't want to happen.
You drain out by putting so much into one video, and it takes you forever to do it.
Exactly.
And then when you get big enough, I mean,
People want it.
exactly, they want it now. They want it immediately.
It's like the fucking little girl from Willy Wonka says, "I want my golden ticket." Jeez.
Demanding.
Yeah.
4G and internet, everything. The internet has spoiled us, my friend.
Dude, instant gratification.
We get everything instantaneously, nearly.
Even your dates. You swipe right, swipe left.
Yeah.
Just wanted to try this. Do the chat, do the record, do it live, see what happens. So, but there's no reason. I waited so long because I was like, I need a webcam. Because that's what he kept telling me. But look at this. Maybe it's not the most conventional.
Functioning without it. But still, I mean.
It took us, what, maybe about 10, 15 minutes to set this up? You were on the phone. I was talking to you. You were trying to set it up through your computer. But, I mean, like, we're not no fucking, like, doing Cisco interviews and shit all the time. Getting on damn conference calls.
Cisco,
like,
C++.
Yeah, that's not us. Like, so we had to troubleshoot. But
Improvise.
I like it.
And it's not really much of improvisation. I mean, we're still doing it.
Yeah, no. This is how they do it. This is exactly how they do it. Like when they're talking to professors and shit, they're doing those conference calls and stuff. This is exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
And like, we can do this. And I have my computer here. I can do everything. Watchtower. And then I could even show you. I could show you what it is we're looking at. You see, I could pull it up for you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we want to type it. Look, go vote. Look at that shit. It changed.
Google's on point.
Google told me it had candles. Had candles on it. And I was like, why the fuck does Google have candles? I clicked on it and it said people born in this day, this, and I was like, but why would Google have fucking birthday candles for fucking, you know, Guy Fawkes and fucking Famke Janssen and shit? But then I look at it and it tells me right there where it says it, like the elections 2018. Yep. Find out where to vote.
Find out where to vote.
It said happy birthday, Sean. I said, damn, I got my own custom fucking screen. That's sketch.
That's crazy, dude.
That is
sketch. That is crazy, ridiculous, sketch all at the same time. Dude. That's scary stuff, dude.
Yeah,
it is. It's amazing.
Oh, scary.
It'll be interesting to see the two titans of Disney and Google go head to head.
What do you think?
Probably not.
What do you think will happen?
Two separate companies. I mean,
damn. You feeling the itis?
You
getting the itis over there?
Man.
Damn.
I'm always fatigued.
Yeah? What do you eat?
Sucks. What do I eat?
Yeah.
I probably eat more foods than I should.
That's probably attributes to the lethargy.
No doubt. You know how it is. Body has to work harder than what it usually does to break down stuff to get nutrients. So most of it is just waste. I mean, I usually juice on the weekends when I can, because when I do juices, what it does is you put the juices in it and it grinds into a fine little liquid. You see my stuff. It
You know what this is?
requires more work. It's probiotic stuff, isn't it?
100% orange juice, cold press, high pressure
Yeah, I can see it.
processed.
All the stuff's at the bottom, and you
Yep.
got
Look at
it's
the
like liquid.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
water
Look at
and
the
oil.
separation. The
Yeah.
separation. Now watch. That's status. Yeah,
It's organic.
it's vegan.
Organic status.
Like,
But yeah, that's
cold
what
pressed
that's
stuff.
what me and Pops do, and then that's the best way to get nutrients for me because it's condensed. Get organic because if you get non-organic, it's a lot of condensed pesticides. I just drink it down. Apple and ginger masks the flavor, the bitterness of the green, so you get all the nutrients. Boom, straight to your system. You don't have to eat all those vegetables. It's quick, it's easy, it's healthy, and it doesn't taste nearly as bad as you think it would. And that's the problem. A lot of people, the biggest sacrifice is convenience. If you can get over sacrificing convenience to eat healthy, to feel good, then you'll be all right.
Takes time.
It does. It takes time.
Just like what we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
If you want to put the time
does.
in to make it work.
Patience is a virtue.
That may be a
Things
bigger-
that are virtuous take time to accomplish.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I said, I may be a bigger man, but I know how to at least keep my energy, stuff like that up.
Right.
Don't want to be. I mean, yeah, I like to eat like a cheeseburger every now and then. Or
Oh yeah.
look, I don't drink, so that probably helps me out. Like I don't drink beer and shit, so like I don't like to drink sodas anymore. I used to drink the fuck out of sodas, but they're bad for you, dude. And it's fucking. They said that the aspartame in some of that diet soda.
Dude, aspartame is worse. Might as well just. I mean, regulars might as well just drink the fructose. High fructose corn syrup.
You're better
is
off
dangerous,
fucking
but-
licking the nut cheese off of the homeless dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's an extreme analogy. Vivid imagery. But I mean, I think they should put that right next to aspartame. You just see man bending down. And the hobo's got a smile on his face,
Yep,
but it's
the
all
hobo
done
has-
like
he's looking back. He's looking
like,
back
yeah.
at you while you're just like, oh.
He's like, yeah, this feels good, but it may look bad. It ain't bad. Boom on the labels. FDA comes in, approved. You can't. Damn, dude.
That's nasty.
It's a beautiful image.
That's nasty.
Oh, dude, yeah, aspartame, man.
Yeah, it's the
Google
secretions.
aspartame, you see a bunch of different lists
Yeah.
of
It's just
strokes, cancers. Dude, everything causes cancer, though. I mean,
it's just
so many
secretion.
preservatives that we put in everything in our foods. Like a bag of Doritos right here. Look at this. This has enough preservatives in it to freeze a chihuahua.
Yeah.
You understand?
And yeah, you're eating the fuck out of it. Nom, nom,
Hey.
nom, 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 nom.
Cool Ranch is good.
Cool Ranch is good.
But usually for my diet for the Crohn's disease, peanut butter, tuna fish, I could live off of that. I'd be happy. Get some lean chicken, get some turkey, make some sandwiches. But it's all about consistency. If you can prove to yourself that you're disciplined enough to do something you really want to, you can apply that to pretty much everything else in your life. Why not take care of yourself? Yeah, exercise, eat right, die anyways, but still, you don't want to die a miserable death. Painful, slow, and agonizing.
Yeah, you eat fucking. It won't be painful. You got your bag of Doritos.
Exactly.
Nom, nom.
But I'm working on it. It was a year ago I quit smoking.
Yeah.
Especially in my condition. Anything that can cause inflammation. I'm just working on slowly eliminating it. So if I can quit smoking, dude, if I can cut back on drinking to completely eliminate it altogether. Discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline. Easier said than done, but I mean, you accomplish one big thing, everything else can follow suit if you really wanted to. Be careful what you Google on your smartphones. Incognito mode won't save you every time. They still have access to that. Yeah, you go through incognito, it won't show up in your history list.
Still goes out there though.
It still goes
If
out
you
there.
really wanted
Everything
to
goes out.
track it, they just have this. They just trace it back to whatever IP accessed it,
Yep.
and then they can just track it back. It's
Same with every text, every call,
yeah, it's something that I can't even under
everything.
fathom of what it is, but I know it. They have it and they do it.
Oh yeah. The coding that goes into it to be able to obtain it.
It's
If I
fucking
saw it,
insane.
I wouldn't even know what it is, but I just know that
It
more
would
than likely it
yeah,
exists.
it would be
Don't
like
doubt
that.
that it doesn't exist.
It would
You
be
know?
like that. The Beautiful Mind. It'd be like the Beautiful Mind when you were looking
Mm.
at it.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to try some of that Black Ops 4 stats?
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Going down my messages list on my Xbox, it's funny how many people have actually gone out of their way to message me asking, "Can I please have your gamer tag?" Because
Why?
it's like, it's one of those. I made the gamer tag when the 360 first came out. When I first got the 360, I didn't have access to online, so I made it.
Yeah.
Just simple BMO, simply BMO, because my nickname, whatever, apply to my gamer tag. So many people going through the list. It's so funny. Like, for instance, this one person, hello. I say yes. They say, can you share your games to me, please? To which I reply, only for Bob and vegans. What is Bob and vegans? Just
What?
nothing.
All right. Well, look. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut.
There we go.
You got it. You can see
It
it.
just came through. Yeah.
Okay. So
But I mean, the amount of time that it's actually on versus the time that it's not.
can you see
Yeah.
that? Can you see that right there?
I can see that right now. Yeah.
All right. That's the game capture software.
Yep.
So that's me loading it up. What we'll probably do is everybody when this is a live. What we're doing right now is live. So we're just gonna go ahead and cancel this out, just like a test. And we tried this out, so we know how it works.
Overall, it was smooth.
Overall,
I
it
enjoyed
was
it.
good. This
Thanks
is,
for having me, man.
yeah,
It
no
was good to be a
problem.
part of it.
Absolutely.
Look,
Thanks for being
yeah,
on.
absolutely. I
Yeah,
look forward to future sessions.
this has been BMO.
And
Go ahead, say your name one more
hey,
time.
send my regards.
Yeah, see,
Bless you all in your beautiful faces.
say his regards to the BMO.
To the BMO.
To the BMO.
The BMO. I'm gonna change
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna change my name to the BMO now.
And then
Just
people, you gotta
strictly
sell. Make
BMO.
sure you sell that gamer tag to people though.
If I can get a good deal,
Yeah, fuck it.
I'll be like, yeah, dude,
Make
my
another.
name, patented. I'll buy another one.
Fuck it. I'll buy
There you
another
go. That's how it works, isn't it?
one. Yep. Well,
All right, man.
yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. This has been a What's the Status special episode with Shawn Michael, special guest star. We got BMO here on the Skype. We're doing it. We're doing it like how they do it live when they come in and they're trying to do just talking some stuff. So appreciate you guys watching. This is it. What's the status?
Cool, man.